Hello, welcome to Magic with Melly. It's another Melly Monday. I am here doing another general collective reading. If it resonates today, I'm so thankful, for your presence, your shared existence with me. But also, if you're tuning in later, I'm glad that eventually our timelines cross and this helps you out. If you don't find that this is your reading, maybe a future reading is yours. Either way, I am glad that I have the chance to connect with you. And here we are. I'm going to start off as always. If you're new here, I do have a giant Rider-Waite, and then I shuffle in live tarot, and I have pre-shuffled oracle cards. And so we will start off with the big tarot. It's a kind of an elephant in the room. The card does not look very happy, as you can see. This is the 9 of Swords. There's lots of mental chaos going on in our lives. There is a lot going on, a lot on our mind, clearly. I can feel it. I can definitely sense it with the card. It's definitely keeping some of us up at night. It's definitely worrying us when we are, by ourselves for too long and it creeps up on us. And that's when we know we need to open up to our friends. We've been a hermit, all right? I see 3 of Cups and the Hermit behind it. Like the 3 of Cups behind the Hermit, like this back of the deck energy. So I was literally just in the middle of saying, being more open, maybe coming out of your hermit zone, because it's been killing you. That these offers, you have these offers, okay? 4 of Cups, you do have offers happening for you. But you're sort of so in your past, so in pain, so in your head that you're causing yourself pain, however it is for you. All right. It gives you, I'm picking up anxiety, all right, when it comes to your social situations. I definitely feel like this resonates with a lot of the collective because of the pandemic, dealing with the pandemic, just all the social distancing, the isolating, how do I continue to live a normal life in a not very normal social outside circumstance. It's tough, okay? But lately, we're gonna be talking about you, all right, and getting you out of this mental fuck. Excuse the excuse the language. I'm gonna point the camera down so you can see. I have these 4 piles that I did, that I was gonna feature as a mini on Instagram, but I am going to randomly pick one because I forgot what the piles are, and I'm going to then I'm going to pick a pile, do the tarot, and I am going to first I'm going to do the tarot, then I'm going to pick a pile, and then I'm going to do another tarot, and then that's going to be your reading. So thank you for sharing your time with me, giving me your time, and watching your reading. I am grabbing a tarot deck. Sorry about that. This one's going to be the Muse Tarot. And we are also going to go after the Unknown Tarot. Sure. The Wild Unknown Tarot and the Muse Tarot. So to start off with, I'm going to go with the Wild Unknown. And I am shuffling what's going on. I didn't even ask the question, Spirit, and we need to make sure we're seeing stuff. All right. So we're only connecting to Spirit energies that are good at hand for Melly Monday. What's going on with the collective? Melly Monday. Oops, that's my fault. What's going on for... I just wanted to make sure that you can see. But I shall just shuffle stuff out. I love that you can see the tree that my niece painted up for me. And messages for Melly Monday. Just making sure that we're picking up on energies for people in my collective. Okay, let me show you. My setup won't stay very long like that, so I'm just going to leave that there. But I'm going to elaborate for you. This here is the Two of Pentacles. So in my collective, I'm picking up the decision to be a little more lighter in your energy, right? Because this is heavy energy here with the Nine of Swords. That's really deep energy. And then earlier I saw the 10 of Swords, and just that's just really, really depressing, dark, heavy energy. And next to this Two of Pentacles, we have this Nine of Pentacles. So it's like you really need to ground more lighthearted energy, more loving energy that kind of lifts your spirits up. Like, fall into this energy. It's really a choice, really, to go there when you are dark, to pull yourself out of the darkness, to go towards your light, to go towards what you naturally love, and the very things that would nurture you. I'm hearing hobbies. Some of us really enjoy skating. Some of us really enjoy art. Some of us really enjoy watching sports, doing sports, going outside, staying indoors. But maybe do a stay indoors kind of situation at someone else's house instead of being at your house all the time. You know, like, change it up, but be more lighthearted. That's definitely a choice. Don't and be careful here. I see the Five of Wands, really feeling barren when it comes to it at first, I think, for a lot of us. I think because you've had so much anxiety pull up, or so much of this negative self-talk or negative thought patterns, just whatever's going on up there in your mind, whatever's going on in your situations that's causing you such disrupt or so much of a mess. Oh, I see, that's my setup for when I do a normal video outside of being in a live. Yeah, that's cool that you can see that. But anyway, here with the Five of Wands, I feel like you feel very barren and very, like, lost when it comes to this. I think pertaining this golden fight for what it is you want. Sorry, let me grab my water. Moving on. Ace of Swords, all right? I have this sort of either validation or reminder from Spirit that you do have this understanding, or you're getting close to understanding that this, like, what you want, like, you can form it into words. It's starting to become easier to form it into words because you have a summation of experiences that teach you what feels right and what feels wrong. And so, okay, speak up more on it. That's perfectly fine, all right? Speak up more on it. Pray on it. If you don't believe in praying, then make it an affirmation. If you don't really care for affirmations, all right, then go towards making it a thought and then thinking about it more. But then instead of just keeping it in your head, releasing it and making it more of an action. If you have it solidified in your head at this point, then make it more of an action. Because some of us are thinkers and like to think on things before we do stuff, and sometimes you go a little slow, right? And you feel like because things are going really slow, like you're really slow, then the universe acts really slow. But if you want to make a change of pace, then that's totally up to you. That's fine. You're the one that's you're in control. Not sort of in control, you are in control. To some degree, like it's sort of like a game with you and the universe. If I can make it short, like you and karma and like your lessons, like you choose it, but you don't really get to know or find out until you experience it or go through it. And that's really just the beauty of it. The temperance is having patience with yourself and through your experiences. And as things pass, you'll learn that things didn't work out because they weren't meant to work out. They were you were meant to sort of go through the experiences together, right? The people that were involved are involved because they had their own set of lessons that are related. I feel like that's how those like soulmates and soul bindings are kind of how they kind of work out, is that you learn things from each other, right? We're all connected in some way. And then there's always something that I just read this quote the other day or earlier today. And I was like, everyone you meet has something that they know that you don't know yet. And that's just a wonderful thing. You can learn at least one thing or like millions of things from somebody new, from anybody. And that's just so cool. And we should be more open to one another in love and not so judgmental about what they're choosing and why. Perhaps then retaliation and violence and all these things wouldn't be so necessary, and we wouldn't carry things around and be in this energy and be so isolated and be so combatant and reject offers that are completely clearly good for you. Sometimes like the offers that come to us are exactly what we need and what we want, but we are too upset or too in our past to appreciate them or let it in. And so just realize the identity, what you resonate with, and sort of see what would actually, excuse me, the cards fell over. See for yourself a change and apply it. give yourself 3 weeks and see if after 3 weeks what your opinion becomes. Because they say stuff about habits or whether or not something is for you. And I think with the habit, if you want to knock a bad habit or start a habit, you have to give yourself at least like 14 to 21 days. So about 2 to 3 weeks, give yourself that much time and with some sort of change and apply it and like really be consistent and see what that does for you, whatever it does for your goals, whether it's I'm hearing weight loss, I'm hearing money, like saving money, I'm hearing spending money. Maybe like your goal is to finance assets like a house, cars, whatever it is. I'm also hearing having children or looking for your partner because you have a child, like whatever situation that you're in, all right? It's going to be different for everybody. Personal readings are wonderful. If you feel like I'm picking up on your energy and you need a personal reading because you can't decipher what's yours, what's not, if you need help in general, if I have all sorts of services there for you. You can come to a card reading for many reasons. So I'm going to go with this third pile here, which was with, this Black Obsidian Mario Cube. I have been loving playing Nintendo Switch games. If you want to be friends, you can let me know. But yes, because I'm going to show again, I had multiple piles and I opted out of doing a mini reading on my Instagram, and I'm here on Melly Monday doing it, and I'm thankful to choose to do it this way. So let's get going. The card I have here is 5 of Wands, and that's such a synchronicity because I'm going to show you the 5 of Wands here. So we have double 5 of Wands. That's definitely a validation for the energy that I was speaking on, feeling barren with fighting amongst yourself, maybe fighting, like maybe there's family drama, because you see in this card, all right, if I remember correctly, this is the scene that Luke, I am your father scene. And so maybe some of us found out some new information in our family. Maybe we have been just having family dramas and family fights. Like that's just a regular occurrence. Maybe you feel really alone and isolated in your loved connections. Like you don't really genuinely feel a connection or feel love. Some of us get to that extent. And it's because you in some way have isolated your own feelings and isolated your own self from these people. They and I'm speaking for most, not it, and it may or may not resonate with you. I just hope that, and I'm very positive that if you opened up about your struggles, there's going to be someone who will step forward and actually be there for you as a friend. That you may be surprised about, maybe the friends and family in your immediate surroundings are not as supportive or as like as your needs are for your journey, right? Because not everyone supports or agrees with is going to support or agree with you. some of your connections are not really chosen, and some of your connections are chosen. And so just make sure that you are spending time in the connections that are important and make you feel lively and not feel guilt or shame if specific individuals don't make you feel good and you wish not to be around them. That is your own right to refuse energies that don't work for you. All right. The title says, big energy, watch your exchanges, be careful with your exchanges. Make sure that if you're going to share your energy, that it is with someone who's going to appreciate you and, not lie to you and actually be true to you. And well, first and foremost, be true to themselves, that if they say they're going to do something, that they will actually do that thing. But make sure that you are bringing this energy, not to just expect energy that you cannot even give yourself. All right, accountability is a hard thing to realize upon oneself. Upon like it's so easy to hold accountability onto someone else, be like, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. But make sure that you're holding your own self accountable for the things that you like dish out. Whatever you want to receive, make sure that you are dishing that out and giving it out. That way, the energy you give out, you'll receive it and it'll be double fold, and you'll be like, it'll just be big, 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 big energy, like that Lado song or Lado song. I don't know how to say that artist's name, but I really like that song because it has that Mariah mix in it. And anyway, continuing on, I have the card Door to Value 31 and Hostilities 26. Okay, when it comes to this, you're really just trying to balance stuff out because things do get kind of rough. Things do get hostile, get, like we were saying in the beginning of the reading, like chaotic. You're really stressed out. You're really in your mind. Balancing your stress relief, your stress management, really making sure that you're calming down, and when you're off work, that you're not working off the clock, because it's really easy to do that. I have a tendency to kind of do that, where I'll be on my Magic with Melly Instagram when I'm technically off hours, and I'm like, I'm kind of working, like I'm channeling people, and I wonder why I'm like in my head a lot and taking in other people's energies. And I wonder because I am taking in other people's energies in my personal time. And it's like, I need to stop doing that. My personal time is for me, so balancing, when you're at work, when you're in work mode, when you're in relaxing mode, when you're in sister mode or brother mode, when you're in, I'm hearing ho mode, like ho, or homo mode, or if you are in any kind of mode that you are in, you're welcome to be whoever and whatever you are. You can be any gender, you can be any race, you can be disabled, you can be an alien, you can be an animal. It is fine, okay, as long as you are not harming anybody or anything and doing without, again, like if you're not doing it, like just make sure you're not bending anyone's free will, and like making sure you're not being manipulative by any means. By all means, do what you want. You'll be safe, your universe will always give you what you need, and just as long as you are appreciative and don't take it for granted, and utilize what you know and apply it, and don't be dumb. I think what makes people dumb is knowing better and not choosing it. You know, actually knowing it and not choosing it. You know, actually, like, you know, just, uh, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna be honest. That's definitely something y'all need to pick up on or realize. But here, the card I have is create art. I had to look at it. So channel out the stress relief. That could be how you channel out your stress relief. Pleasure, all right, sexual pleasure, physical pleasure. It could be eating. Some people find enjoyment from eating. Some people find enjoyment. Think about your pleasures. Do you like traveling? Do you like eating out? Do you like, if you like eating out, or if you enjoy going to musical events, if you enjoy cooking, if you enjoy going, I said earlier in the reading, skating, if you enjoy trading cards, if you enjoy shuffling cards, if you enjoy betting, watching sports, playing sports, if you enjoy collecting stuff, do it. Find the things that bring you pleasure and do it. Give that person a call, whether it's your manager, the girl or guy, or the neither guy or girl, just a person that you are interested in. For whatever reason, they're a potential boss, if they're a romantic partner or a sexual partner interest, why haven't you made something happen yet? You know, make the job work out, make the connection work out, give them a call, do your artwork. Why aren't you doing your artwork? You know you want to, you know you need to, you know if you have a lot of overwhelming feelings, you definitely feel better when you channel it into something, whether it's writing it out or actually making a visual painting or drawing, or even if, like, it doesn't have to be good, okay? It's something to which you got it out of your system and you released it. That way you're not carrying it around, and then when someone pokes at you, you're not like, wah! I'm sorry if that startled you, but you know, like, it really is startling for other people if you do not work that out of you. It could be all sorts of things. Flow like water. All right, when something comes your way, you just go with it. All right, just go with it. Don't be so resistant, right? If you're in a river, you let it, you either stay in the river and let it take you off a little bit, you know, like flow down a little bit downstream, and then get out when you feel like you're ready to get out. It doesn't have to be so stormy. You're not in the middle of an ocean. You're, if you're watching this video, you're probably safe at home or safe in your car or safe on break at work or someplace like that. You know, like, you're somewhere on your phone, okay? And, or on your computer. And okay, flow like water, just be less resistant there. It's you know, if it's uncomfortable for you to some degree, like, take yourself out of the situation. Otherwise, if you enjoy it, let it flow. Let it flow, let it flow. Tune in. This card says, today, before doing what I normally do, I will take a moment to slow down, to place my hands at my heart space and take a few deep breaths. I will ask myself what I truly want, and I will honor however I am feeling. So it's very true about this with the tune in. I was saying earlier in the reading, you really got to tune into what you want and your feelings towards that, and not isolate yourself from your feelings. Go towards this lighthearted, this very energy that when you're doing what you enjoy doing, like time and space and what's around you gets lost to you. It doesn't it doesn't matter what's around you. You just are enjoying yourself. And I definitely feel like that when I go roller skating and when I sing, it like karaoke singing. As like a social gathering or any sort of thing like that. It doesn't matter who's around me because I enjoy doing the task. And I feel like if you find that for yourself, your the situations surrounding you, your life will pass, and you'll live more fruitfully and like wake up more in a more enjoyable state or more at peace state if you tune into this energy of I want to do this. How do I plan that? I suppose, like say you want to open up to, we're going to make an example of bowling, and you haven't gone bowling before in the area. Sure, that can be an excuse or a reason, but you can stop there or you can keep going. You can do the research and go on Google and go bowling near me and give that a shot. And you can give it a shot by yourself. You can give it a shot with a friend. It depends on how comfortable you are and how safe you feel in the environment or the location in which, quote, bowling may be. But it doesn't, you don't have to go bowling because of this video. You can if you want to and share with me that you went bowling, that maybe that's a synchronicity and you really enjoy bowling. But let's take that if that's you. But if you've never been bowling, maybe you'll give it a shot. Maybe that's your change so that you can find a new hobby or something to do with your friends or something to do with your partner or coworkers. Something cool to do to get your mind off, because earlier in the reading, we had the hostilities and the yin yang and the door to value cards. I'm going to show you again. We had these cards. And so earlier I was saying just being mindful of how to balance your work and your work-life balance, where making sure that when you're off work that you're not working off the clock, that you're not thinking about work when you're not at work. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish that for us people who work from home or even just care so much about the things that are going on that like outside of work or outside of your situation, you find yourself talking about the drama or talking about the things that you have to do tomorrow or the next few days. Just let up a little bit, and instead of worrying about that, live in your fun, live in your now, flow. And this card says mirror. Okay, it says, in order to change my life outside, I need to change inside. Once I am open to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. So if you want to be less stressed, really internalize that and let it go, like that, and release it, mirror what you want on the outside on the inside first. Like you need to, if you want to see something on the outside, you need to be it on the inside. That way you can, like I'm hearing that song Reflection by Mulan in that Mulan movie. Also that song I referenced, Big Energy by Lado. I wish I knew how to say the artist name. So, oops. But let's keep going. It says, hold lightly. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less or not value, but that I am open to the changes of life. So I think that's probably a really important message for people who have this newfound loneliness or separation. Okay, I think I read earlier with the 5 of Wands, we had double Five of Wands. So something definitely happened recently that leaves you feeling alone, that leaves you feeling argumentative, or your walls are up. Some sort of event, maybe someone's moving away, maybe you're in an argument, all right? Maybe someone's ready to go or not be around you anymore to some degree, whether they're emotionally leaving you or they're physically moving from being near you to further away from you. Whatever it is, you got to kind of be not so attached and be kind of appreciative that there is time shared, and not hold on so tightly, and that if they change their mind, like, that is on them. That is how they are loving themselves, is letting themselves change, and you have to allow that, and that is sort of loving, like, that is. And it kind of doesn't make sense at first, because if you want someone but they don't want you, right? It's just really easy to want and love things, or think that you want or love things. And it's like the proper way to love things is to go for, like, to sort of balance them and you together, and find the best possible outcome, like what would make the situation closest to its potential, its highest potential. And it's going to update with every action and thing that you do, right? And you can only do with what you know, and so it's like treading lightly, like you do got to be careful whenever you do meet someone new, and when they do get close, okay, hold them. But if you don't want to, like, suffocate them, if you hold them too tight, it's like they do have things to do. Like, when you can't cuddle someone every single waking moment of the day, like, you have to go to work, and you have to eat, and you have to breathe, and all these things. And so you have to be realistic about the closeness, and when it's time to let go, it is time to let go. But that's nurture. This card says, it's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. So I feel like, in general, when you do get really close to people, you do worry about how hurt you will be when it comes the day that you have to be separated from them, or when they cannot walk this earth with you anymore. That is really, like, when that day comes, it's really heavy to think about. But I feel like some of us feel shame or guilt when you want or need alone time, and no, do not feel guilt or shame for needing alone time. You do need it. You do need to nurture yourself and do those things for yourself. You do come first, because you are the role, the person playing your role. Like, think of, like, when you're playing a game, like a role-playing game, the Sims game, and you have to take care of your character. You have to take care of your own self, okay? And you have to make sure that you're doing that and nurturing, okay? Make sure. Whatever you're doing that is not nurturing for it, stop, okay? Be careful. Caution. Give yourself the time and space to release overwhelming feelings, such as anger. I have that card, anger. Self-awareness. This card, consciousness. Okay, coming into this self-awareness with yourself, releasing overwhelming feelings, releasing it somewhere, putting it in your art, putting it into physical activity, maybe channeling it out into boxing, maybe channeling it out into wrestling, channeling it out into something aggressive like parkour or skating or sports, or something very colorful or physical, like visual, like art, sculptures, whatever suits you. It could be burning stuff. Like if you're really angry, just do it safely. Do not harm someone else's property or things or ideas, feelings. Like just minimize your violence and involvement with others if you are going to cause any sort of destruction. Move to the music. Turn up your favorite tunes and let yourself get lost in the rhythm. Invite others to join you, but never be embarrassed to express yourself, even if no one joins in. I think that's a really important message. Like, even if no one dances with you or joins in with you on your favorite things, at least you're getting to do your favorite things, and you're not like removing yourself or taking yourself away from a situation that you would have wanted to go to or do because you were too afraid to go alone, or you were too rejected because nobody wanted to go with you. Like, what? Like, just go in and do your thing. Like, I definitely feel that when your favorite song comes on and you want to dance and no one is on the dance floor, but your favorite song is on. Are you going to let your favorite song pass and not dance? What kind of energy is that towards your favorite song? Get over your own self and enjoy yourself instead and just dance. Maybe you need to be the first person, and once you're on the dance floor, people will join you. But you gotta get over being afraid of like being that person that's by themselves, you know, because I feel like that was something to elaborate on this card. Move to the music. Turn up your favorite tunes. But yeah, don't be embarrassed if no one shows up with you because you're enjoying yourself anyway. This is the last card. I got this, it's the Star Wars deck. It's really cool. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck. It says, the Force guides Obi-Wan Kenobi, but skill, knowledge, and experience are just 3 things that guide you. Trust your instincts. That can be your force. So first and foremost, follow you, okay? Follow you. That's what this reading is all about, you know. Go towards you and what makes you happy. Fuck what they're saying about your journey, okay? It's just an opinion. I think your own opinion matters more, right, about your own journey, because it's your journey. You're the one living it, not them, and so who cares? I'm definitely hearing, like, there are some people who dance, okay, like, dance, and they get judged for that. Some people serve alcohol and they get judged for that. Some people are very much in the tarot and in the tarot community, card readings, psychics, mediums, magical people that get judged, who don't think, you know, some people don't believe in this stuff, that think it's just not completely true. Whatever, your own beliefs are your own beliefs, all right? But just take in your own unique set of gifts, all right? Because everybody has their own things that make them unique. There are very amazing sculptors. There are amazing jewelers. There are amazing filmmakers out there, people who write, okay? Just take on your true calling. You're meant to show it. and let it take off. And it could be at any age. Do not judge where you're at or take away from the next steps here. I'm having so many cards come out in like too much at a time, but I will definitely take these ones because I definitely wanted to. So it was the 5 of materials. I'm seeing it in reverse, and the 3 of emotions. 5 of materials, I'm definitely picking this up as a more polar energy from the 5 of Wands, especially how it's depicted. Okay, you see the hand. I'm going to show it upright for you. You do see a hand, and it's touching on a girl that looks sort of girl, or like it looks like a child or feminine body that looks like a little bit withering away, and you see it, you see the hand touching it, like kind of gently going for it. And I feel like with this energy in reverse, you really feel like you've touched your lowest point or your sickest, illest energy. Where now with the roses and how the doorway is kind of cascading out like that, I just feel like it's time to grow and go into the next chapter and let go of the old version of you. I feel like you're just holding on to child you, that, and you need to nurture and care after that little version of you. But once you've done that, walk through the doors, walk into your next chapter. You've done enough towards that little being in you that went through your so much suffering. You know, you're not there anymore, so don't unnecessarily take yourself there. You've done enough healing. You've done enough. You can move on. I feel like that energy is definitely there, especially with the 3 of emotions, 3 of cups. You're being more, look at, this is goddess looking energy here, with just understanding your feelings, understanding where you've been, what you're about, where you've come from, who the fuck you are. It's all about that. I love it. And here I'm reading Queen of Emotions reverse and 8 of Emotions. So I think it's just letting go of the emotions that are unnecessary to you. The negative emotions, the negative feelings, the people that bring on these bad feelings. Like why does their energy disturb you so much? Why does their energy make you so upset? Why do you immediately go so defensive or so like irritated or so upset? And it's like, okay, spend less time around them. That's a lot, but I'm gonna take these, but that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna read these as a collective. 5 of Voices, the Hierophant, 2 of Inspiration in reverse, and the Devil reverse. Okay, just definitely making choices to let go of addictions, let go of unnecessary habits, unnecessary thought patterns, unnecessary just feelings, all the negative stuff that just puts you in limiting self-thought, limiting self-belief, making you stop or like yourself before even starting. Get rid of all that shit. Get rid of it. It's nasty. If it's a person, if it's a situation, family, spend less time with them. I know sometimes if you can't help how much they're in their proximity, then invest in methods that would help you out. Maybe earbuds, maybe invest in more time outside of the home, maybe invest in something different. Maybe invest in something that will bring you guys in a good energy together instead of a bad energy. Look for something that you guys share to do. Don't keep the energy bad. You can always turn something around. we're all human, okay? We're all human. And lastly, I have 4 of materials, okay? Just being very calm and patient, you know, keep calm. Keep calm and keep going on. All right, that's your reading, lovelies. Thank you so much for being here. I am so thankful for choosing Melly Mondays and for you guys to also choose Melly Mondays. And I am wondering what's going to be up this week. Maybe an extended, maybe videos. I don't want to keep promising that every week, so I am just going to go with the flow, like I suggest here with the flow like water card. So look forward to my next showcase on Sunday on Melly Mood Museum, the Instagram. I look forward to working on more of my art and singing and doing card readings. If you want to book personal readings, I am doing those. Look out for me on social media. You can email me or reach out. And yes, I look forward to connecting. I will see you in a future video. I will see you soon. I will talk to you soon, and goodbye.